Okay guys, so we are less than 2 months away from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and from everything we've heard from the early test screenings to positive results, it seems like that this movie is going to be absolutely amazing, but not everything is for certain. Now of course, one of the key factors everybody wants to know about this movie is how is Ego the Living Planet going to be handled. A lot of people are fearing the fact that he might not even be actually the full planet. It might just be Kurt Russell, and they'll make a reference to him actually being the size of a planet at some point that we'll never see it. Now obviously we here did breakdowns of the Guardians trailer, and we think we actually spotted where Ego is because it's pretty obvious in the trailers. Well, obviously there's more stuff to talk about. So this week, James Gunn came out and he was talking to Empire magazine and talked about some of the new pictures, which I'll talk about right after I talk about Ego the Living Planet. And regarding Ego, this is what he said. We have over 1 trillion polygons on Ego's planet. It's the biggest visual effect of all time. There's nothing even close to it, which is cool. Now obviously that's a lot of mumbo jumbo if you don't understand what they're saying. Essentially, polygons, pretty much, let me try to break this down the easiest way. Think of old video games. Think of like the Final Fantasy VII, where you see Cloud and he has like, you know, this square shoulder. Well, that's the easiest way to describe a polygon, just like this square shoulder. Now imagine 1 trillion of those. Imagine how detailed that is. Modern day characters in movies use far substantially less. I've seen CG models that they've used from movies that used about, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000. But you're looking at over 1 trillion, which is huge, which obviously means Ego the Living Planet is most likely going to be a full-on planet because they're rendering an entire planet for the movie. And speaking of Ego, we actually do have 3 brand new images, like I mentioned, coming from Empire. One actually features Russell as Ego in his human form. He's just kind of standing around. Another one features Rocket Raccoon and Yondu yelling at each other. I'm assuming this is the scene right before the trailer, where everything is flying. And then one of them crashed, which I assume right here is after the crash. They're looking up, and this is where the ship is actually going to come, and Quill's dad comes out, and it's Ego, and then he takes him to his home planet. So overall, really excited what they're saying about Ego. I can't wait to see the CG effect, and you guys let me know your thought on it down below.